since JDF's passing, we have seen either people come out and basically use his name to say certain things, to either go against the brand of Power Rangers or Hasbro or anything like that. And now we have another one that's popped up that is selling jewelry. Can't say that name. Right, well done. Anyway, the one thing that I have kind of noticed is a lot of people are going to be using his name to promote their stuff. And this one thing popped up and I thought it looked kind of cool. It wasn't my thing at all. And I decided to kind of have a look into this a little bit more. And the only reason why I am doing this is because something popped up on my timeline on Twitter that I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm going to state this. I don't know if JDF was 100% involved in this. He just let them use his name, etc., etc., to be like, hey, this is a cool project. I don't know if he was like, yeah, I set the prices because of all of this. Or effectively, he didn't know anything, and this company is just basically using his name for clout or for gaining more money than it is, and they are pretty much a ripoff. Allegedly, I'm going to put that in there. I just want to put it in there because if this is all true and they are doing this properly, then fair dues. If not, we're going to look into it. Now, let me paint you a picture of what's going on. Let's look at the timeline. Achilles put this out onto Twitter, and this is the beginning of the journey. He says, so much of the posthumous stuff from JDF feels so eerily foreboding. And I was kind of like, like I had seen this advert pop up. It says like, I am with you always, which to me doesn't sound good, and it's something to me that is kind of weird. So as we look at it, this advert is selling and promoting from a company called JDF Memento. And you have a recording which was recorded on June 6th, 2022. And basically it's the do not give up on your dreams, I am with you at all times, etc., etc. Now they had a lot of kind of product. So it's this ring here. In memories of JDF, order yours today and keep his memories forever. This is where it gets a little bit kind of weird for me. Again, this is not me. I thought the pendant looked really cool, but this is definitely not for me. So looking into this, how do you get JDF's memory? Now, it has an NFC chip inside it. This basically means that you scan it with their app or whatever, or a app very similar, and it plays the memory for you, and you get the message and you get photos. And I don't know how much this is going to be updated, if this is going to be all the time, and I'm going to explain a few things on how I think that this is working, and then we're going to look at the bad stuff. The main things here are the rings that they are selling. One ring, I'm guessing, is $174.90. The pendant, again, is $149.90, and then if you want, I'm guessing more, it's $449.90. Now, at first, I thought, okay, this is a very weird design, because to me personally, this doesn't really kind of set out something for, say, Power Rangers or JDF at all. Like, if you were to make a ring that people are going to be looking at, then maybe you would actually turn around and have, like, say, the Dragon Zord or something like this, etc., etc. Now, I will give a warning on this as well. If you leave a comment on this here, on these pages, they will not be put up, not unless it's a good result. I posted one the other day saying that these rings are fake, blah blah blah. It got deleted. Haven't seen it, or it's still pending, whichever way. So when looking at this for like $174.90, $149, and then obviously for $449 and stuff like that, this doesn't really kind of make sense. Now, it doesn't give you a kind of what you get. It just comes with original. So again, I don't know what this price range is if you're getting a lot for it. So Eric posted, apparently it's a ring that's years old on Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So the main photos that he produces is AliExpress. Here is Adam's Jewelers. I don't have a link to this because there could be tons of websites out there whatsoever. And here it is on the Walmart website. Now, I wanted to have a look into all of them. So here on Walmart, I wanted to have a look, and this is the exact same ring that obviously was posted, and we can see that they sell it for $878. Apparently this is sterling silver, and it's got a diamond band ring, and pretty much we can see where we're going to get all this. Again, don't know why Walmart is selling stuff from AliExpress to gain more of a profit, because what we're going to look at now is all the kind of like this image here. So keep this part here in your mind, just that image right there. I decided to go on AliExpress and have a look. When I first recorded this video, I generally thought that there was maybe one site on AliExpress that was selling this, and it would be dirt cheap and stuff like this. So from looking at it, we have one page, and basically you can buy in bulk if you wanted to, and obviously it would cost you. Now, there's one thing that I've noticed on all of these rings right now is the fact of the shipping. If we go back to JDF Memento, and at the top it says the overwhelming of love for the JDF Memento, we sold out and all orders will be delivered into 4 to 6 weeks. Now, I generally was like, oh, that's a bit weird waiting for that like long time. You know, normally you think that you'd have loads of these rings in stock because obviously you have JDF. But when we look at all of these, they take 38 days delivery. This next one, again, is 38 days delivery. Again, it's the same ring. 38 days delivery and 38 days delivery. I don't know why it's like 38 to 38. It's 38 days. So I put this into a calculator, and basically 38 days is about 5 weeks. So these rings effectively are bought in bulk. They're made in whatever. And I'm guessing that they could contact the person and say, hey, I would like this ring, but can we do it in silver because it matches this and we choose it? Because they haven't put the gold up. Now, this could effectively be photoshopped. I have no idea. But also they could contact the seller and go, hey, do you mind if we kind of just do it for pendant? Like, can we have that design? And they'll probably say, hell yeah, I couldn't find anything on AliExpress or anything like that, mainly because they probably don't have it, so they're contacting the place. So when you look at these like pictures, you know, you've got the key, you've got, I'm guessing, you've got the key, you've got the book on the other side, and this is everywhere. This is literally like the 4 that I could find on AliExpress, and I checked a lot. And they're not done by, like, say, the same person. Like, it's not like, oh, they've got multiple sources. Well, they could do. But they're often different kind of sellers. Each one has, like, say, 0 reviews. This one is from Cool Jewelry Store. You know, and again, follow the store to order discount, so you could get tons. For this one, there is no kind of, like there's the description, there's the pictures. Boom, it matches up. Now, when they talk about NFC technology, I looked at the patent that they had. And at first, when I recorded this, I thought that there was going to be a small chip here. And effectively, as soon as you put the ring on, etc., then you wouldn't see a lot. Now, my kind of guess is that the reason why it takes so long is you get this, they order it all in, and then they kind of put the NFC chip here, and then they put something over it to kind of keep it safe so it doesn't touch your skin. That would be my kind of guessing from when I looked at their patent about it, which again would just be something over. Now, allegedly they could be doing this or they could not be. I don't know how. I'm not going to buy a ring to kind of like look and be like, hey, check this out. So with looking into this, I wanted to know when this website was because it just seems a bit weird. So I had a look at the Wayback Machine, and there's not really much on there. It's effectively, there was one screenshot in January. There's nothing been in 2023. In 2022, there's nothing. So there's only been one recorded thing in January. So this is obviously when maybe it had started and they wanted to kind of carry on with it. And basically, it's the same website. Obviously, things can't be displayed because they may have been moved away, but it's exactly the same website. You get all the same sort of information. And again, you get a much better photo of the actual pendant, and then that's pretty much it. That's the only way for the Wayback Machine. So when you look at the thumbnail, you might be wondering why Tana and Gabby in there, if you know them. Very big influencers on YouTube and stuff like that. Now, this is not a normal thing that I've seen some celebrities do. They will buy from AliExpress, and then they obviously sell it for a little bit more. So a while ago, Tana was involved in 2 scandals that I know of, that I've seen, which is a lingerie line as well as the kind of Kenza products. Like, if you don't know, I'm going to briefly explain. So basically what they do is that they buy stuff for dirt cheap and then they sell it for more. So again, Tana was just constantly buying stuff and then selling it for a lot more than what she should have. Again, this is a big, massive scam, and it's just a really shitty business model of you making a quick buck, and especially with JDF, knowing that he's passed, this would be limited that you could do if you kind of found out about it, and people are going to post it because it's got his name in there. So with Gabby, this was the same thing as with Tana. And this is a thread that I found. Welcome to the Gabby Hanna nightmare version of a thread. 13 minutes of rambling in, and it's time to talk about Kenza Cosmetics. If you don't know what Kenza Cosmetic was, effectively people were buying brushes on AliExpress. They were reaching out to influencers, and pretty much they were scamming them, saying, hey, these brushes are free, you pay shipping, $10, it gets sent. Some people I don't think got their stuff, some people did. It was a whole massive shit show that went around. And this is what really kind of got me. You got cheap shit-ass brushes, and effectively they made money off the kind of thing. Now, being a big influencer, if people saw this and was like, holy shit, I kind of really like this. The fact is that you're paying a massively big marked up price just so that some company can run away with a lot of money. JDF being a huge name within the Power Ranger community, and obviously to people who don't really know Power Rangers, but they remember JDF being the Green Ranger that came in and whipped the Power Rangers quite quickly. Obviously, he is a big icon. And I don't know if JDF either approved this but didn't know anything about it, he knew about it and just didn't give a shit, or the fact is that, this company turned around to JDF and said, hey, guess what? We make these rings, we sell them, and, we think it'd be really cool to put this NFC thing inside so people can take your message around and listen to it forever and ever and ever. Again, I don't know why they did, they put it on the website, because I could just listen to it and I can be like, oh, that's cool. But what I really hate is two things. One, if JDF knew all about this and was happy about it, I want to know why. Obviously, I'll never find out, but I don't like the fact that he thought like this and was just like, yeah, no problem. My name is worth this, my autograph, my voice, and this would be worth it, because obviously, Cameo was quite a big thing, and thus therefore it's quite expensive for him to do that. So for him to have this and be like, well, you're always going to listen, could be a thing. Now, JDF could have just been tricked, and this company comes along and goes, hey, guess what? We're going to make a ring, we're going to put it in, this is the costing, and we're going to do it that way. Who knows? Again, this company, as I mentioned before, could easily have emailed these companies and said, hey, we would like to buy 1,000 rings, 10,000 rings, but we want them in, I'd say, 5,000 in gold and we want 5,000 in silver. And this company would be like, yeah. And then obviously they say, can you do pendants? I'm like, yeah, no problem. We've seen the evidence for how much it is to buy one per ring. And these guys are making a huge profit. I don't like this. I generally think this is a very scummy thing to do. And if they are allegedly just buying stuff off AliExpress and then just literally selling it to our fans for the huge markup, then they really need to be ashamed of themselves, because that's just fucking disgusting. And using JDF's name now after he's passed just to peddle your work is not right, and I think that is fucking disgusting. Anyway, I wanted to make a video on this because I don't think it's right. If you like this sort of video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel memberships. If not, that's absolutely cool. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。